cute fun, right?
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I ran into Dina here at Swami's. As you can see, we're here at Swami's.
Beautiful day.
Yeah.
It's like 73 degrees.
It's stunning. And
March 1st.
it is March 1st.
It is March 1st.
I thought it might be February 29th for a second. But anyway, I started telling Dina about vlogging and some of the stuff that's been coming up. And we just had a little chat that I wanted to share.
Yeah.
And some of the thoughts that came up included a recognition from both of us of this rising awareness across the board in different circles and communities that we're a part of. And that, I mean, just to recap some of what we said in the past 20 minutes, there was also the finding the commonalities and looking for a way that we can have a dialogue without using specific language that might be off-putting or unfamiliar with people, because we're all striving to get our needs met, find a way to understand one another, develop that intimacy, and then we were talking about this insistence on authenticity.
Authenticity.
Right?
It's very important.
And also, there was a thing that you had said about it becoming easier to recognize when people are putting up a mask or a front.
Yes.
And that they're, well, when you said that, I was thinking it brings up a feeling of compassion for me, because I know that there have been plenty of times when, I put up a mask. I didn't know any better.
Yeah,
right?
It's all we know.
Yeah.
We're protecting ourselves because we don't know how to ask for our needs to be met.
Right.
And because we feel hurt and wounded.
Right, too tender to expose, be vulnerable.
Yeah, because we don't know what other people, how they're going to accept us or not. So like I was telling you earlier, I've just been exploring this idea of when I watch someone put up their mask, of like not necessarily judging them, but not feeling like I have to put a mask up to meet them too.
Right.
Of kind of having these days where I feel like, today I'm going to leave my mask at home.
Yeah.
There's no mask, and vulnerability can be tough, and you can feel it in the eyes, and in the shiver of the cheeks sometimes, like you smile and you're like, you're not sure and you're uncomfortable. It's like, but the vulnerability, if you let it come on strong and you just keep with it, it breaks.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable and being authentic is so important.
Why not?
Why not? And at the on the other side of it is so much closeness.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're afraid of, because we're not used to it.
It's true.
Because we find ourselves in a society and in a world where closeness is like a thing of an ancient time,
I wonder about that sometimes, because I know a lot of people in the community are brilliant, intellectual, and academic people that have studied a lot of ancient, teachings, and I'm just a sucky student when it comes to understanding all of the really fine details of things.
I wouldn't say sucky.
Okay.
Yes, but maybe it's not your it's not your strong function.
No, it's not.
Okay, but you yourself are not sucky.
Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, okay. I'm clear that I'm not sucky.
Okay.
It's definitely my ability to get those details.
Okay.
And yet I test really well.
Good.
But the thing is that there are definitely these truths. I know that I've recognized truths that have been said that have lived for centuries, thousands of years, and they just are true.
Yes.
And we have this clumsy construct called language, and whether it's through poetry or some Dharma talk or somebody is just kind of like throwing out this nugget, this truth that, oh, okay, I get it, we can live with that. But so my point though is, I don't know that the ancients had this down. Living in harmony with everyone, where across the board there was this ancient race and they were just always authentic, all of them, right? They had intimacy down. So it's like this thing, we're still progressing, and we now have this opportunity to take another step forward or up into having the community or the population, humanity, speak about this more openly, more regularly, more commonly. That we're insisting on the authentic,
Yes.
you know, right? We're
Yes.
we're going to keep practicing being vulnerable because amongst the people that are talking about it, amongst the people that value this, we are going to be safe. We are developing that sense of safety and nurturing and nourishing.
And
of
we
one
are
another.
safe, despite whether those people. I mean, what makes us safe,
That's a great question.
right?
Yeah.
Like, the notion that we aren't safe is just a notion.
True. There. Just cutting you off. It's true. It is a notion, and that's an interesting thing for me to hear you say because there have definitely been times that I have been clear that that person wasn't safe. You know, I made that decision, and it came from my experience or my perceptions or what have you. But in the end, if I am taking responsibility for my needs, then they don't have that power.
Exactly,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So if you decide, or if I decide, or if we all decide that we are safe, it doesn't become a blame thing about the other person isn't safe. It's like, oh, well, my experience with this person is not in the highest for me. I am a safe person, so I will discontinue this relationship. Not because this person is unsafe, but because I choose to live a safe reality, and this is just not in harmony with that.
Yeah.
So it's I think what I've been experimenting with lately is speaking in the now and always speaking in the I am. And so it's
Sure.
kind of like, I am safe. What is that? I mean, I can be safe if I decide in the now at every moment that I am safe.
Yeah.
Even if I am being confronted with something that is not. It's more of a mentality than it is a circumstance.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's like those people who could, the same person who could be driving down the road and someone cut them off, and they just take a deep breath and say no problem,
Right.
and the next person, someone cut them off and they flip out, and all these words are coming out. It's the same exact situation. It's just the mental, what you've set your mentality to just becomes different. So nowadays, when I am confronted with a situation that I don't think is appropriate for me, I just say I am safe, and that can make me walk.
cool.
I could just walk. That makes me able to move away from it because I am safe, instead of labeling the situation of being unsafe and then feeding into
interesting.
that.
Interesting. It's Mindy.
Hello, Mindy.
Hey, everyone.
We're doing a video vlog.
We are.
Yeah. Well,
Of
I'm
this
about
class?
to teach. No. This was just a random on the fly thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'll have to sign a model release because we're kind of broadcast your likeness. onto the
My
internet.
likeness, not
Yes.
me.
Well, no, this is just your likeness.
This is Mindy.
Hi,
This
it's
is our
Mindy.
friend. Speaking of community, another one of our community members.
Yep.
Eager to take prana alignment.
Yes. Awesome.
Well, wow. Thank you.
No
I'm gonna
problem.
I'm gonna sit with what you were talking about because there was something really lovely in it. Thank you. There was
Yeah.
something new and different for me, and so I wanna sit with that one.
It's about just owning our mentality and not letting anybody encroach upon it.
Yes, and to a large degree, that's something I've been practicing
Yeah.
and been very comfortable with. And for me, my language is that the root of it for me is that I've got my connection with spirit.
Yes.
And that is incontrovertible. That doesn't go away. It's just constant. Am I willing to keep turning towards that? Am I willing to honor that is still, moment by moment, true? Or am I going to get in the way? And with that, I know I'm well taken care of.
Yes.
And then everybody that is in front of me, I can choose whether I allow them to have power or effect over me.
Exactly.
And so that it is a constant choice that it's an opportunity for me to consider. But without that, or in the midst of any circumstances, I know that I'm safe. I know that I have my route well taken care of.
And a really good exercise I've been doing lately is imagining, like, when I'm standing and talking to someone and they're doing something that is not what I want in my space, is not necessarily to cut them out, but I've been visualizing a river in between us, and whatever they're saying is being taken by the river and going downstream that way.
Oh, cool.
And I'm just standing across from them watching the river take their stuff instead of feeling like I have to take it.
Right.
Or I have to contain them. Or I have to put up with them. Or I have to do anything.
That's funny because I told you I recorded something earlier, and it has to do with boundaries. And it has to do with owning what's mine, respecting what's someone else's.
Yes.
And not taking,
taking it on.
Yeah, it's like a sign of, for me, it's like a sign of disrespect that I think, oh, well, you can't handle that shit.
And let me handle it
Let me
for
take care of it for you. Who the hell am I, right?
Yeah.
How interesting that came up for me.
Beautiful.
So,
Yes,
my
I do
dog,
have a class.
there's Bud. He's barking.
Hopefully.
So, I think I'm inspired to do
Let's do some more of this.
more.
Yeah.
Yes.
High five.
High five.
Awesome. Oh, thank you. Bye, guys. It was nice
Bye.
meeting you.